People are saying Vice President JD Vance isn't just comforting Charlie Kirk's widow, he's soft-launching a whole new relationship. That stage hug didn't look friendly at all, and rumors claim JD's wife even caught them together, which is why his marriage is now falling apart behind the scenes. So the real question is, are we watching grief? Or the beginning of a massive political love scandal unfolding right in front of us? People are still talking about what happened on stage at that Turning Point event. When Erika, now Erika Kirk, introduced JD Vance, the hug she gave him had everyone freezing like, wait, what was that? It didn't look like a friendly professional hug at all. Her hands were wrapped around his head like they were starring in a romance movie. Honestly, the only thing missing was a kiss. Before that hug, she said something that made the internet explode even more. While introducing JD, she said, "No one will ever replace my husband." But JD Vance has a lot of similarities. That line alone set the rumor mill on fire. Right after that moment, the internet started asking the same messy question. Is JD Vance secretly soft-launching a new relationship with Charlie Kirk's widow? People online are more convinced than ever that something is going on between Vice President JD Vance and Erika Kirk. What started as small whispers has turned into full-blown gossip storms across social media. And every little new detail just keeps pouring gasoline on the fire. At first, the rumors felt random. People thought they were just another case of the internet trying to create a scandal out of nothing. But then insiders started talking, and the story took a sharp turn. These sources claimed JD's marriage wasn't cracking because of religious differences like some media outlets originally suggested. They said the real problem was much more personal, and her name was Erika Kirk. Here's where things get interesting. When Charlie Kirk was still alive, JD Vance was already close with the family. He and Charlie worked together often, shared similar political beliefs, and spent a lot of time supporting the same causes. So nobody thought twice when JD showed up at family events or spent time with them. It all looked normal and friendly, but after Charlie's shocking death, something reportedly changed. According to insiders, JD didn't just show support from a distance. He started spending a lot more time with Erika and her children. People who saw them together said the bond between JD and Erika formed fast. Too fast. They leaned on each other for comfort, they shared emotional pain, and before long, that sympathy began to look like attraction. Grief brought them close. Maybe too close. And once people online started to notice their chemistry, the rumors wouldn't stop. They only grew louder. The viral hug on stage certainly didn't help. The way Erika wrapped her arms around the back of JD's head wasn't what you'd expect from a professional introduction. It looked affectionate, intimate, and honestly, a little romantic. Combine that with her emotional tone, the long eye contact, and her calling JD an amazing man who reminds her of her late husband. Yeah, social media went crazy. Then came JD's comments about religion during that Q&A session. He said that he hopes his Hindu wife eventually converts to Christianity. It wasn't a bad comment by itself, but people saw it as evidence of conflict in the marriage. Suddenly, more folks started thinking, maybe the divorce rumors aren't just rumors, and once the internet starts connecting dots, it doesn't stop. Soon, new allegations emerged, the kind that make drama explode. These reports claimed that Joe Rogan had allegedly confirmed the affair rumors. According to insiders behind that claim, JD and Erika weren't just developing feelings. They were acting on them, and the messiest part? JD's wife reportedly caught them together. That moment, according to those same sources, is what pushed JD to start asking lawyers about what separation would look like and how it could impact his political career. If that were true, it meant the situation wasn't just flirtation. It already crossed a dangerous line. People were stunned. Not because political scandals are rare, but because everything supposedly happened within weeks of Charlie's death. The timeline felt wrong. Too rushed. Too insensitive. And the more the story grew, the more people started side-eyeing Erika's behavior during recent public appearances. Some viewers pointed out that Erika did not seem like a grieving widow. She looked polished, excited, glowing, more like a woman moving into a new chapter than one mourning a husband. Her speeches about Charlie felt rehearsed and cold to some. And when she showed up to events looking like she was walking a red carpet, people took note. Comments online became harsher. She's not mourning. She's already replaced him. Something is definitely going on with JD. They're preparing the public for a big announcement. Internet detectives noticed Erika's dreamy smiles, the way her voice softened when she talked about JD, and how her eyes lingered a little too long when he walked on stage. These weren't details anyone asked for, but Erika kept offering them anyway. And now, everything she says feels like a puzzle piece. Add JD's talk about religious tension at home and his wife feeling left out of the political spotlight. That looks like a story unfolding in real time. People started to ask, are JD and Erika trying to condition the MAGA base to accept them as a couple? Some believe yes. They think JD and Erika are slowly easing their relationship into public view, soft launching it, while pretending everything is normal. Others are pushing back hard, saying this is all wild speculation with no confirmed facts. They believe grief can make people act strangely, and the public is being way too judgmental. Right now, the internet is split. Half of social media says, this is a messy affair and they got caught. The other half says, there's no proof, just rumors and assumptions. But with every new clip, every new quote, every new suspicious look between them, the drama keeps growing. One thing is certain, this story isn't slowing down. And whether the rumors are true or totally blown out of proportion, everyone is watching to see what happens next. Will JD stay with his wife and shut the rumors down for good? Or will a political love story explode into the spotlight? Either way, the internet will be there with popcorn in hand. Some media outlets have taken the rumors to an even more dramatic level. They're claiming that JD's wife didn't just suspect something, she allegedly walked in on JD and Erika in a compromising moment. People say that ever since that day, JD's marriage has been slowly falling apart from the inside. Trust issues, distance, silence. And according to those same reports, JD is now seriously considering walking away from his marriage altogether. All because of Erika. To many, that sounded like pure gossip at first. Something a random Twitter account would make up for clicks. After all, Charlie Kirk's tragic shooting happened only weeks ago. It didn't seem reasonable, or respectful, for the vice president to move on so quickly. Most folks thought the internet was stretching the story way too far, but everything changed when a huge name stepped into the chaos: Joe Rogan. People online take rumors from random fans with a grain of salt. But when Joe Rogan, the guy with one of the biggest platforms in the world, comments on something, the internet listens. And he didn't just mention the situation lightly. According to reports, Rogan allegedly suggested that the affair rumors might actually be true, that one mention turned sparks into a wildfire. Every gossip page, every political blog, every TikTok news updater jumped on the story. The comment section exploded. People suddenly started reanalyzing every tiny interaction between JD and Erika. The hug, the speeches, the eye contact, the who showed up where and why. The internet became a detective agency overnight. Some even pointed out the unusual timeline. JD and his wife have been married for over a decade. Their religious differences have always been public. If that wasn't a problem before, why would it suddenly cause a divorce now? The timing didn't add up, unless something new was happening behind the scenes, and that something kept pointing back to Erika. Others brought up how Erika's behavior didn't seem like a grieving widow. She didn't appear heartbroken or withdrawn. Instead, she looked put together, confident, glowing, even flirtatious during that stage introduction. She spoke about JD with a softness that people don't usually use in political settings. She looked at him like he was her support, or maybe her future. Online commenters began stitching together patterns, JD hinting at tension in his marriage, Erika praising JD like no one else, the two spending more and more time together in public, and a slow shift in how they interacted, less like colleagues, more like a couple. Suddenly, people weren't asking whether the rumors were true. They were asking how long this has been going on. Supporters of JD and Erika say everyone is being dramatic. They argue that grief bonds people, and two families helping each other through a tragedy should not be seen as romantic, but critics reply that grief doesn't usually look like eyebrow-raising. Hugs and partner-like speeches, more concerning to some political followers. If the vice president really divorces his wife during such a sensitive moment and ends up with his late friend's widow, the headlines will be explosive. It could shake trust, loyalty, and even his role in office. So now the internet is split into camps. Team It's True. They believe JD and Erika are already together and slowly preparing the public for it. Team It's Ridiculous. They think people are reading way too deeply into grief. kindness, and timing. But regardless of what side anyone is on, millions are watching to see where this goes. Next, because if Joe Rogan was right, even just a little, then we might be witnessing the beginning of one of the biggest political relationship scandals in recent history. And trust me, the drama isn't even close to over. Now everyone wants to know one thing. Is this just rumor? Or are we watching a brand new political love scandal unfold in real time? A few days later, JD Vance showed up at a Turning Point America event with Erika, her family, and the whole organization right beside him. He explained that he came to remind everyone that the presidency and the Republican Party still supported them after Charlie Kirk's death. But the internet wasn't buying that simple explanation. People were watching his every move like detectives. Things really heated up when Erika brought JD on stage as the next speaker. This was not a basic introduction where you read a name and say thank you. Erika was glowing, smiling big, speaking warmly, almost emotionally. People at home immediately noticed the extra spark in her voice. Then she dropped the line that sent the crowd into chaos. "No one will ever replace my husband." But I do see some similarities between my husband and JD, and I'm so blessed to introduce him tonight. He understands the fight we're up against, and he can express it better than anyone else. He's an amazing man. Everyone was like, "Girl, what similarities are we talking about?" No one expected her to compare the vice president to her late husband, on stage in front of cameras. That alone made people start connecting dots and whispering, "Wait, are these rumors real?" But the hug that followed is what truly set the internet on fire. This wasn't a quick shoulder tap and step aside. Nope. Erika slid her hands around the back of JD's head. JD wrapped his arm around her waist. And the vibe was intimate. Too intimate. Viewers said it looked like a public soft launch of a new relationship, right in front of everyone watching. People clipped the moment and replayed it nonstop. Social media exploded. Then, things got even stranger. During a Q&A, someone asked JD a personal question about his family, specifically, how they handle religion since his wife is Hindu. And his answer made the internet turn the volume all the way up. He explained that he and his wife have their own arrangement, that their kids are being raised Christian, and that their son had already completed his first communion. He said every couple has to talk things out and find what works best. On its own, that response would be perfectly normal. But in the middle of cheating rumors and whispers about a divorce? Yeah. People saw that clip and instantly said, "Oh, something is definitely going on." JD went on to explain that he and his wife have worked out a system for their family. Most Sundays, she even joins him at church. Then he added something that made the crowd, and the internet, pause. He said he hopes that one day his wife will feel the same connection to Christianity that he does. He believes in the Christian faith deeply and wants her to share that with him someday. But he also admitted that if she never converts, he would have to accept that. And that's when people started saying, "Okay, this sounds like real tension at home." It was the first moment where the rumor about JD's marriage struggling didn't sound so far-fetched anymore, but the real shocker came next. New reports began spreading, online, claiming that Joe Rogan had allegedly confirmed that JD and Erika's relationship was more than just friendship. According to these insider claims, JD and Erika became much closer only weeks after Charlie's death. They bonded through grief. And then things reportedly crossed a line. And here's where it gets really dramatic. Rogan is allegedly saying JD's wife already caught them together. That betrayal is what pushed JD to start asking lawyers about divorce. At that point, social media completely went off the rails. People couldn't believe how fast everything supposedly escalated after Charlie's passing. And suddenly, everyone remembered what felt off about Erika lately, how her speeches didn't sound like a widow grieving, how she appeared at events calm, polished, glowing. The timing of everything is starting to look a little too convenient. Online commenters are now saying JD and Erika have been preparing the public for this. Little hints here. A subtle look there, her dreamy smiles toward JD, her voice softening when she speaks about him. JD suggesting his wife isn't Christian enough. People aren't just watching anymore. They're analyzing. And now, everyone has the same burning question. Are JD Vance and Erika Kirk secretly in love? Or has the internet gone way too far with this one? Some say Joe Rogan exposed the truth. Others think this is all one big misunderstanding. One thing is for sure. This story has divided the internet in half, and it doesn't look like the drama is ending anytime soon. So tell me, what's your take? Are JD and Erika really a couple behind the scenes? Or is the rumor mill spinning out of control? Drop your thoughts below, because this tea is far from finished.